Good afternoon, Bulldogs. Welcome to Samford News Network. I'm Jayla Duncan.
And I'm Frances Anabnett. October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, a time to stand with survivors and speak out against abuse. The color purple symbolizes courage and hope that no one fights alone. We are wearing purple and we hope you are too.
On college campuses, 1 in 5 students experience intimate partner violence. That's why Samford's Title IX office is committed to support, prevention, and education, building a community where every student feels safe and respected. If you have questions or need support, the Samford Title IX office is here for you. Stop by the office, grab a t-shirt, and utilize that incredible support system.
On to other news. It has been a busy week in Samford athletics. Here is Josh Lovett with the latest on soccer, volleyball, and football.
Samford women's soccer capped off the regular season with a 2-1 victory over UNC Greensboro this past Sunday. After falling behind 1-0, Sarah Holland and Mamie Carmen scored goals to lead the Dogs to a win. The team will now turn their attention to the postseason as Sunday's win secured the #1 seed in the conference tournament, where the team will look to win back-to-back conference titles and secure a berth in the NCAA tournament for the second straight season. Their postseason journey starts tomorrow as they take on 8-seeded Wofford at 4 p.m. Samford football took a loss to Chattanooga last Saturday, 49-13. They look to rebound and get win number 2 on the season this Saturday as they travel to Wofford for a 12:30 kickoff. Samford volleyball split their 2 games this week as they lost 3-0 against Furman, but then defeated UNCG 3-2 the next day to bring their record to 9-12. Looking ahead, Samford men's and women's basketball get their season started on Monday. Women's basketball hosts Montevallo at 11 a.m. at home, while the men will travel to New Orleans to take on Tulane. Good luck to all of our teams this week, and tune in next week for more Samford sports news.
We cheer on the Bulldogs as they travel to Wofford this Saturday in football and volleyball. This Saturday also sees the Miss Samford competition.
Miss Samford runs the world. Get ready for one of the most anticipated events of the year, the Miss Samford 2026 Scholarship Competition. Join us as women of service, style, and scholarship take the stage, including a special appearance from your reigning Miss Samford University, Jayla Duncan.
Come experience an evening filled with confidence, talent, and inspiration. It all happens at the Samford University Wright Center, Saturday, November 1st. Doors open at 6 and the show begins at 6:30 sharp. Tickets are just $20 for adults, $10 for children 12 and under. And Samford students, guess what? You get in for free with your student ID. So grab your friends, find your seat, and watch the crowning of Miss Samford 2026. Because here at Samford University, Miss Samford runs the world. Samford celebrates Halloween like no other. Stay tuned for more after this break.
There is a road laid out for me.
First night here, but Amy seems cool.
Leading down to the river. I am blind, but I need not see.
What do you think?
I know this road is there for me. If I'm really free, take me down to the river and walk.
Dear moms and dads, what you have achieved here today is going to help us and our futures. It is why we are coming up on stage to collect your diplomas.
You know it's true.
Mom, we love you always.
Everything I do.
When you graduate, they graduate. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you.
Samford kicked off spooky season in a sweet way this week with its annual Trick or Treat with the Greeks event. The event brought together Samford's entire Greek community as each fraternity and sorority set up their own festive tables across the quad, complete with candy and plenty of costumes. Students, faculty, alumni, and families from Birmingham community came out to join in on the fun. The night was filled with laughter, community, and of course, lots of candy. The event not only celebrates Halloween, but also gives Greek life the chance to connect with the wider Samford community in a fun, family-friendly way. With sweet treats and smiling faces all around, it's safe to say Samford's Halloween spirit is alive and well.
Tonight at 6, Dogs After Dark takes place in the Pete Hanna Center. Dogs After Dark is the annual basketball tip-off event for students and fans. Fans can compete in games on the court to win prizes such as AirPods, a Yeti cooler, and this year's grand prize of $500 in cash. Celebrity judges for the dunk contest will be Trey Mitchell and Jalen Moore from the Birmingham Squadron, alongside President Beck Taylor. When we come back, you'll hear more about organizations on campus striving for community. More to come after this break.
Got one of these hanging on the wall? You're qualified. One of these? You're qualified too. Love a good checklist? Qualified. 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 Yep, qualified. Because if you know how to put up anything in your home, you're qualified to save lives by installing free smoke alarms in your community. Go to soundthealarm.org to find a volunteer event near you.
After recent political events, students on campus look for a community to share their voices. Frances Anabnett tells us more.
Samford Turning Point USA President Lila Zidane says that after Charlie Kirk's assassination, the chapter grew from 75 students to 260 active members. Moving forward, the chapter will have more speakers come to campus and will have debate workshops. Zidane says that real change starts when people approach debate with respect and an open mind.
Our primary effort has been facilitating organic conversations, and that really starts with having a relationship with the person you're debating per se or conversing with. I think it's vital that, one doesn't approach a conversation with the goal in mind to win an argument or to maybe shove their ideology down another person's throat, but to really come at it with a humble and almost a meek mindset.
Samford Turning Point VP of Media Anna Hickey says Charlie Kirk's assassination not only caught the attention of America's youth, but also sparked a nationwide revival.
Really hit a nerve. It really strung a chord with our generation just because he was so close with us. He never stopped believing in our generation. Personally, I've kind of stopped believing in our generation at times. It's very easy to look on social media and be like, we are the worst, but Charlie didn't think that. He thought the best of us, and he saw the best of us. And he knew that he could, help us and see that we have value and that we can actually have input.
Political activist Rylan Hollyhan visited Samford earlier this month. His tour is called One Conversation at a Time, where he encourages students to continue to ask questions and to have controversial discussions.
I do think it has challenged more students to be willing to have tougher conversations. One thing that our last speaker, Brylan, talked about was just continuing the dialogue. Don't let the dialogue die.
Samford Turning Point says their mission is to carry on Charlie's legacy, to listen and speak with the community.
Free speech is something that can never be taken away and should never be taken away.
It was just two microphones, and there wasn't a mute button, there wasn't an off switch for the person's microphone. And then I think the most impactful thing that he would always do is after he would do his opening statements, he would go, if you don't agree with me, come to the front of the line. And those are the people that he wanted to talk to.
Zidane tells me that Jefferson County Sheriff Jared Hudson will speak on Samford's campus on November 12th. Reporting in Birmingham, I'm Frances Anabnett with Samford News Network. Women of Worship also shake the ground this year. The new organization is a part of the Samford Worship Collective. Differencing from bands, the organization functions like a choir, with members playing instruments. They will be a part of the Samford Worship Collective Night on November 13th in the Wright Center.
Rolling into the final half of the first semester, next week's a big one here at Samford. From the Frankenstein production at Harrison Theater to campus concerts, global talks, and of course, Halloween weekend, there's a lot to look forward to. Maggie Richards has a full rundown of what's coming up.
There's a lot happening this week at Samford University. First up, Frankenstein takes the stage at Harrison Theater October 13th through November 2nd. Evening shows begin at 7:30 with a Sunday matinee at 2:30. Next, take a break from the middle of your week at Wind Down Wednesday, happening November 5th from 1 to 3 p.m. On Thursday, November 16th, the Global Center hosts Global Voices, featuring Timothy Tennant speaking on church planting in India from noon to 1. Later that evening, enjoy the fall concert at Reed Chapel starting at 5:30. And finally, don't forget homecoming weekend, November 6th through the 8th, a full weekend of celebrations, reunions, and Bulldog Pride. I'm Maggie Richards, and this has been your look ahead at what's happening around campus.
Thank you, Maggie. Sounds like it's going to be a fun and busy week around campus. That is all that we have for today. I'm Frances Abnett.
And I'm Jayla Duncan. This is Samford News Network. Happy Halloween, and as always, go Bulldogs!